Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Porter, CEO of Highwire Networks, Inc. With me is Chris Sorensen, Executive Vice President. We're here today to discuss Q3 2022 results and a little bit of an outlook on the fourth quarter and beyond. And with that, I will turn it over to Chris to share the results.
Thanks, Mark. Q3 of 22 came in at $13.5 million of revenue. That's a comparison on a pro forma basis to 21 of Q3 at $10.7 million of revenue. That's a 26% increase year over year. So very strong growth when you compare to where we were last year at this time. We did see a little bit of slippage in our project work that actually caused our quarter over quarter this year from Q2 into Q3 to roughly be flat. However, this does mark on a year-over-year basis 5 quarters in a row of very strong growth performance that ranges between 20 to 82% growth quarter over quarter on a year-over-year basis. A couple of the areas that we've performed really strong in, the Overwatch cybersecurity business came in on a year-over-year basis at about 370% growth. So very strong, but even on a quarter two over quarter three basis, that's about a 55% growth. So very strong performance. We are seeing, some strong backlog that Mark will talk about in the project work. Even though we saw some of that slippage happen from the Q3 performance perspective, the work is there, and it should create a very nice foundation as we go into Q4 and into 2023. Mark, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thanks, Chris. As Chris mentioned, when we look at the project side of our technology business, we have some pretty significant contracts that we've recently announced. If you've been following the news feeds on those, we enter this quarter, the balance of this quarter as we sit here this week, actually, with over $19 million of work in progress. To put that in comparison, we entered first quarter of 22 with about a $5 million backlog. So we've seen an exponential increase in our work in progress as supply chain tightening has started to ease a little bit. Customers are having better success. Our partners are having better success getting materials to the job sites that we need to execute on those projects, some of which are managed service, some of which are one-time or continuing programs. So we're very excited about fourth quarter and beyond. Most of these projects go well into next year. Pipeline in that segment is extremely strong. As mentioned, the star of the growth has been our Overwatch managed security platform. That is really where a lot of the focus in our energy has gone as we've built out our partner community. Our partner community is now approaching 200, might actually be slightly over at this point. Our client count is rapidly approaching the 1,000 mark, as we've stated earlier, which is kind of our next major benchmark. We still believe we're on track to get there by the end of fourth quarter, possibly go through that. The growth continues as the numbers get larger and start to become very material to our overall reporting. And we'll review next year how we intend to report those numbers going forward. The reason for the growth is really what's the exciting part to us. The pipeline in that segment is growing substantially, and that's happening because of a couple of key drivers. One, our technology partners who we've worked with for sometimes decades are starting to embrace the platform and resell it. So they've joined the party. So we have our MSP channel in around that 200 mark. Our larger scale partners that we've worked with for decades now embracing it, bringing even larger size deals. And what we are seeing is a very significant increase in the average size of our partner deals. Because these deals are multi-year, typically 3-year engagements, some longer, very few shorter, we expect that we will continue to see sequential doubling of the business annually, plus whatever increase in the sales velocity. So we're very excited about where that platform's going. The demand for cybersecurity is continuing to increase. You can read all the market statistics that are out there. We expect to have some pretty exciting wins in the fourth quarter. We have a lot of proof of concepts underway, some paid, some not. So we're really, really looking forward to seeing the growth in there. As stated in prior quarters earnings, press releases and video conferences, we continue to work on the balance sheet of the company, the financing arrangements. We made significant progress in the quarter on getting ourselves to a place where we can look towards moving at a faster clip on our growth initiatives, improving the balance sheet, getting the right credit facilities in place, and we look forward to being able to have that really accelerate our growth as we get some of those things cleared up. So more to come on that in the future, but we're very excited about where that's heading. It's been a lot of work to get to the place where we're at. We expect to see continued improvement in the balance sheet as we move forward. So with that, I will conclude the video. Thanks as always for your support. We're very excited about fourth quarter. We're extremely excited about 23 and look forward to being able to put together some guidance on that in the near future.